Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Follow the Dogie. You may notice I have a little bandage situation here. Ran out of Band-Aids last night. So this is what I'm working with. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is how we're going to practice yoga when we have an injury. Could be a hand injury, could be any kind of injury. And first of all, the most obvious response is that, good boy, I'm puppy sitting too, is that yoga isn't all about asana, which is the physical practice. Atlas, stop, buddy, you're earning treats. Hang on. Atlas, no. Good boy. Good boy. So yoga is not all about the physical practice, and we'll get into that. Momentarily. But I do want to talk to you about if the physical practice of yoga, if asana is what drew you to yoga as a whole, then you can get around. You can work around an injury even when it's just moving your body. What we want to consider is we want to remember where we want our energy to be, and where we need to take it easy, right? So I'm not going to be putting any weight on my hand. So I'm not going to be doing downward dogs. I'm not going to be doing crow pose. I'm not even going to be doing cats and cows. I will give you a demonstration in a minute with the puppy who's very anxious. Yes, you. I'm talking about you, Atlas. And Waffles will give you a couple demonstrations. No. Shh. People are sleeping. Shh. I'm sure. Somewhere people are sleeping. Shh. Shh. You be quiet. Good boy. That's how we earn treats. Good boy. I should have gotten him a chew. He did already have playtime. I'm really hoping that he takes a nap. I'm hoping that the puppy takes a nap. Give him a little chew toy. So I'm hoping that he takes a little nap while we're talking about this. But if he doesn't, then I'll use him as a demonstration. Atlas, stop. Okay, I'm going to need to bring him in here. Atlas, good boy, good listen. Good girl, stay. Come, Atlas, come. You're going to leave her alone. Nope, you're going to leave her alone. Lay down. Atlas, give me a sit. Good boy, yes, down. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Let me grab him something to chew on. Got a DIY tug toy. These are really great for puppies because they have different textures. You've got the ball that's got a rubbery texture, and the rope has, well, a rope texture. So that'll keep his little teethers preoccupied. Because you're just a teensy, tiny baby. Anyways, so I'm also not going to be holding toys. No, lay down. Get your butt out of her face. Come on. Atlas. Good boy. No. 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 Come here. Lay down. Atlas. Hey, I don't want you over there. Yeah, I don't want you in her space. No. Get your teeth off my feet. Get those teeth off my feet. Good boy. So I'm not going to be holding the toy in my injured hand either. So when we're interacting with our animals, it's really important to make sure that we're mindful of our own injuries. So I'm not going to be placing weight on my hand. I'm not going to be interacting with my hand, but I also want to be mindful, and I want you to be mindful when you have an injury of where your energy is going. Okay, so it takes our bodies a lot of energy to heal, and the more energy that we allow our bodies to divert to healing, the faster we're going to heal. So I want to make sure that I'm being very mindful of how much energy I'm exuding, which is a really great example of Brahmacharya. We don't want to be exerting all of our energy. We don't want to be exerting all of our vigor. We don't want to be giving all of that away when we need it for ourselves. Good boy, lay down. Atlas, down. No, leave her alone. No, I'm the boss. I will grab that little tooth. That's a tooth. I can grab it. Boy, I don't want his head right next to her because he will make a mistake. We just gonna scoot you. Hey, we gonna scoot you. Stop it. Good boy. There you go. There you go, you little puppy. Anyway, so we want to be mindful of how much energy we're exerting. So you can see I'm being very relaxed with my posture. I'm not engaging a whole lot of my muscles because I really want my brain to be, no waffles, honey. Yeah, puppy's a little much for her right now. That's okay. Atlas, you stay right here. Nope. Nope. Excuse me, that's not okay. Okay, stop. Get over here. Get on your bed. Walk. Atlas. No, you can leave her alone. Okay, she's now in her crate, and you are staying with me. Sit. Atlas, sit. You can do it. Sit. No, that's not what I said. Nope. Good enough. Good boy. Anyways, so I'm not really engaging a whole lot of my muscles. I want my brain to be sending the most energy to my hand. Nope. You're going to leave her alone and go right back in that studio. Nope. Stop. Girl. Let him run it out. It's okay. It's okay, honey. Atlas, she's going to stop playing with you if you do that. Good girl. Good boy. Nope. Atlas, no. Game is over. Get out of her space. Good boy. Yes. You got your ball. Good. Way to go, Jerry. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Anyways, now even as I was chasing him around, relaxed body language or relaxed posture, we're just going to be making sure that our body sends all of the focus neurons to whatever area is healing because we're relaxed and our body naturally wants to heal. So when it comes to our physical practice, we're going to be easy with it. Even if we're playing, no, good boy, yes. All right, good boy. Even if we're playing tug, we're going to be mellow. We're going to do a nice, nope, come on. Hey, nope. No, I know you're a little overstimulated. I know. Even if we're playing tug, we're going to be playing a nice mellow game of tug. Good boy. That's good bites. Yes, good boy. If we have a young puppy that we need to take care of, we're going to be making sure that we're using mellow tones. High pitch means you're doing a good job. Yes, good boy. Yes. And low pitch means you don't do that. Good boy. Yeah, no. Good boy. Okay, you're great. No, lay down. Atlas, no. Lay down. No. Leave her alone. I told you leave her alone. Stop it. Thank you. Thank you. Stop. We bites toys. No. I said no. Good boy. Yes. There you go. There's something you can bite. So we're going to keep it mellow, right? And we do want to move through our full range of motion still, though. We still want to move through our full range of motion. We're just going to keep it nice and easy, not really engaging too many of our muscles, just relaxed as we're moving, right? You're going to drink some water, maybe eat some food. Atlas, no. No. Come. Yes, good, come. Yes. So see, we can be very reinforcing while still being low energy. Good boy, yes. Yes, good boy. Yes, those are good toys. Good boy. And we can still move through our full range of motion while still keeping our muscles relaxed, right? All right, buddy, I want you to trade spots with Waffles now. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get the other dog so that I can show you how we can still do kind of some balance tricks if we're injured. We just have to be mindful of how we do so. Okay, Alice, come here. Waffles, out. Honey, couch. Good girl. Me too. Atlas. Great. Great. Good boy. Nope, that's not the trick, buddy. You want the treat? Come on. Great. Gotta go all the way. Go all the way. Come on. Great. Go get it. Alice, great. Good boy. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. Stay. Waffles. Stay. Waffles. Studio. Go. Good boy. Stay. Studio. Go. Waffles. Honey. Studio. Go. Good girl. Good boy, Atlas. Good stay. Yes. We're going to do tricks for treats. Good boy, stay. So if I'm going to do balancing tricks with Waffles, I'm going to be very mindful of my hand. No, Atlas, no. You stay over there. Good boy. So I could do a low lunge as long as I don't bring my hands to the ground. Waffles, you want to do a trick for a treat? Pause. Good girl. Atlas, leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Leave it. Good boy. No. Good girl. You need your treats? You do need your treats now? Okay, meet you on the couch. Waffles, meet you on the couch. There's a little treat still in the crate. Waffles, honey, Mama's gonna bring your treats to the couch. Good girl. Atlas is not allowed on the couch yet. Yeah, well, I have neighbors. I couldn't have you yelping. I'm sure that someone's asleep. Anyways, so as you can see, there's different ways that you can still practice movement. He's gonna pull, so I gotta make sure I switch hands. You can still practice movement with an injury. You just want to be mindful of where your injury is. You want to be making sure that you're not applying too much strain to that area. And you also want to make sure that you're not over exuding your energy so that you still have some reserve left to practice healing. Good boy, yes. Yes, good boy. Good job. And as far as the rest of life goes, while you're recovering from an injury, that's where we apply the other 7 limbs of yoga, which is, quite an abundance when you think about it. There's one limb where we're talking about movement and we're talking about posture and we're talking about how to hold yourself in a comfortable and beneficial way. And 7 limbs, 1/8 of yoga is about posture and movement. The rest is about how to care for yourself and the world around you. So we talk about the yamas and good boy. Good boy. And when we apply the yamas, particularly ahimsa, that means that we're still being mindful about the way that our actions affect others. We're still making sure that we're not harming others with our actions. And the best way you can harm someone else with your actions while you're injured is by continuously straining that injury, not allowing your body to heal. You cannot be the person that the people in your life, you okay? Go drink some water. You just making weird hiccupy sounds? Okay. You cannot be the person that the people in your life depend on if you're not at your best. And let's be honest. Good boy. No. Come on. I like dogs with long tails because you have one more thing that you can still touch to get their attention. Good boy. I thought he was going to go get some water, but he didn't. No. Sit. Atlas, no. Good boy. Good boy, yes. So what's best for everyone around you is for you to recover as quickly as possible, right? You can't be your best while you're injured, and taking care of yourself is going to be the best course of action to make sure you're not harming anyone else. That goes the same with, good boy, with greed and stealing and yeah, good boy. And like I mentioned before, especially preserving your vigor and restraining from activities that really deter the energy in your body from the process of healing. So we don't necessarily want to do a whole bunch of social activities while we're healing. We want our brain to be able to focus on the process of healing. We don't necessarily want to be going on our wonderful, gorgeous hikes when we're healing. Maybe, that doesn't mean we stay out of nature. We just don't be as vigorous, right? We want to make sure that we're not trying to push ourselves to the limit while we're healing. That goes for while you're injured or while you're sick. You don't want to be saying, oh, well, I still have to do this. You want to drink some water? Nope, you're not going in there. I'm going to push this over here. That way he stops trying to go in there. Yeah, drink some water. Stop getting distracted by the kitchen. Drink some water. What we don't want to be doing, no, you're staying in here with me, buddy. What we don't want to be doing is we don't want to be maintaining the status quo. Good boy, where'd your ball go? You just had it. Good boy. We don't want to be putting just as much energy in thinking, oh, well, I still have to do exactly this. I still have to go above and beyond for my dogs. I still have to go above and beyond for my family. I still have to go above and beyond. No, you don't. It's not good for you. Good boy. It's not good for your dogs. It's not good for your family. It's not good for anyone for you to be pushing yourself past your limits. And when you're healing, any extra energy exuded is past the limits. This is a ball you were looking for, buddy. Good boy. So that's the biggest thing is when you're at your healthiest, the yamas revolve around ahimsa, around being non-harming. But then when you're not healthy, when you're injured, then the yamas really revolve around brahmacharya. They revolve around celibacy. They revolve around the ability to hold your energy to yourself, to recover, because that is what is non-harming. And then we look at the yamas, and this is actually a really great example, because in the niyama, and I'm sorry, I think I said the yamas because I was distracted, but when we look at the niyamas, this is a really great example, because you can see around me, it's filthy. The very first niyama is saucha, purity, cleanliness. But in the sutras, when they talk about cleanliness, they put so much emphasis on, yes, cleanliness of the body, also, but more so on cleanliness of the mind. In Light on Yoga by BKS Iyengar, he does not, Atlas, no. He does not a single time, good boy, come, yes, good boy. He does not a single time mention, no. Here. He does not a single time mention cleanliness of your environment. Not a single time. He has an entire page and a half devoted to saucha. And not a single time does he talk about the cleanliness of your environment. He talks about the importance of a clean body and how we achieve that with pranayama and with pratyahara and with showering. And he talks about a clean mind and how we attain that through the yamas and the niyamas and through tapas and through that cleansing fire of discipline, of self-discipline. But not a single time does he talk about a clean environment. Does that mean that it's not important? No, of course not. A clean environment is part of maintaining a clean body. However, when you're injured, when you're sick, when you're not at your best, all this hair, all these toys scattered about, it's the least important thing. So that's another thing to remember. Like, the rules do change when you're injured and when you're sick. And we try to not remember that. Like, we make a conscious effort to set that aside, to be like, no, the rules change for other people when they're sick or when they're injured, when they're not at their best. For me, the rules stay the same. I have to keep the same standard. No one can know that I'm not at my best. And by doing that, when you're sick or when you're injured, you're making that injury, whether it's an injury of your health and wellness, or whether it's an injury of your muscular tissue or bone or flesh, whatever that injury is, you're making it last longer. You're making it worse. You're essentially festering it. Good boy. So I just wanted to, use this opportunity to talk to you guys about how when you're injured, or when you're sick, you take it easy, whether that means your physical practice, or whether that means the standards that you hold yourself to in your daily life. You take it easy. Yes, maybe we'll do some more pranayama, the fourth limb of yoga. Maybe we'll do some more breathing exercises, because that will cleanse inside of our bodies by pulling in fresh air, by when you kickstart your respiratory system with deep breathing and breathing exercises in general, you're also jumpstarting your circulatory system, because what does your respiratory system do? It puts oxygen into your bloodstream, which increases circulation. So, and what does your blood circulation do? Atlas, no. Here, you can chew on this. Look, this is a chew. Yeah, this is the bites. Yeah, bites. Your blood circulation promotes healing. Like, the more blood is going underneath the surface of a cut, then the quicker that tissue is going to regenerate. So emphasizing more of the pranayama, of the breathing exercises, of deep breathing. No. Come. Down. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. See, when our puppies are being naughty, they need something to be. They need some kind of recognition, validation, and the only way to do that is to trick them into doing the right thing. But essentially, what I was getting at is pranayama is a really great thing to dive deeper into. Cut yourself a little bit of slack on the yamas and the niyamas and asana, and take a little more time when you're injured to study the more inner workings of yoga. Study pranayama, practice. Nope, down. No, down. Down. No. Oh, excuse me, down. We're valuing relaxed time now. Down. Almost. Good boy. Tuck that underneath there so he doesn't step on it. And I can throw it away in a minute. So we're going to, devote more time to pranayama. That's going to help us heal a little quicker. And we're also going to be devoting a little bit more time to the latter. Lay down. Good boy. The latter niyamas too. So we're going to be focusing more on Isvara Pranihandi, and we're going to be focusing easy. Good boy. We're going to be focusing more on Svadhyaya. We're going to look more to our practice of devoting control over what we can't, or surrendering to what we cannot control, like our injury, to a higher power, except that we can't control that. And we're also going to be devoting a little bit more time to studying ourselves, to studying our mind. Be nice. Good boy. To studying our mind. So that we can be conscious of maybe hey, no, you don't need to go over there. No. Good boy. Yes, good boy. You can go get some water, but you don't need to go in the living room. That's where Waffles is relaxing. That's where she is relaxing. Lay down, please. Good boy. Yes, I know. I don't know why, but he does such a good lay down when you scratch this one spot on his neck, and only if you're like, whatever. You saw what I just did. If you lean over him and then scratch this part of his neck, then he just lays down. Don't do that. Hey, don't do that. Good boy. Yeah. So when you practice Svadhyaya, it gives yourself the opportunity to reflect on the things that you struggle with while you're sick and injured. Make an inventory of the things that you feel like you should be doing instead of actually doing them. And then prioritize, what's actually needs to be done, and what maybe is something that we would rather be done. We would rather maintain a super clean home, but does it need to be done right now? No, that's not the focus of Saucha. What needs to happen is for us to cleanse inside, to cleanse our bodies, to keep our bodies healthy and prevent infection and all of these things. And then we look a little bit higher up. We look at pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses. That's another thing that doesn't necessarily take a whole lot of energy away from your body. In fact, it returns. No. Come on, good boy. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Yes. Oh, good boy. Come. Yes. Good boy. Come. Good boy. Yes. No. Yes. No. Good boy. Yes. Now lay down. No. I said down. Atlas. No. Good boy. Come on. Yes. Good. Yes. Come. Good boy. Down. No. Down. Like, no. Come here. Back up. Get over here. Good boy. Yes. Yes, good boy. So we look at pratyahara. We look at withdrawal of the senses. When we stop focusing on when we stop focusing on everything around us, it allows our body to redirect our energy inward and allow us to heal faster. Whether that is a mental injury or a physical one. No, Atlas, no. Stop the nonsense. Stop the nonsense and lay down. No. He still has those puppy teeth. No. Wobble, leave it. Leave it. Straight. Leave it. Wobble, leave it. Let's leave it. Absolutely not. So I think this is a good time to stop for the day, and I hope that you enjoyed our class today. It is really important to make sure that you rest your injuries. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off so that it's a little easier for me to rest mine. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and we will see you next week for another live class in animal assisted yoga.